Right guys, so yesterday I did basically some intervals. I did 20 seconds of work, 40 seconds rest on the assault bike. I didn't bother recording it, it's a bit boring. But today I'm going to do some upper body, a little bit of upper body work. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to only do 2 sets of everything. So even though on Monday I did some bit of everything, bit of upper body work, and it was just all body weight, I'm actually a little bit sore. There's something called the repeated bout effect. So if you come to the gym and you train with me, you'll understand that sometimes I start you on 2 sets. Potentially sometimes if you've never trained before, I'll get you to do 1 set of everything. Reason being is when you do 1 set of something, if you've never done it before, you're going to get sore. So this is one of the things that people don't understand. If you go to the gym and you get absolutely smash yourself to start with, you end up getting too sore to want to go back and train the next day. Obviously, what we want you to do is come as often as possible so that we can get the best training effect and you can get used to and get into a good habit of coming to the gym. So anyway, we'll talk more about that as we go. Okay, so repeated bout effect. What we'll do when we go to the gym is we're trying to get as much work in as possible. Okay, we're trying to train, we're trying to create a stimulus to make our body adapt. So a good way of explaining this is what I teach my clients is like when you go digging. Okay, so imagine it's Saturday, all winter, you've not done any digging, any gardening. You go in the garden, you dig all day, you end up with calluses all over your hands. You get blisters. The next day, you go to dig again, you can't because your hands are too sore. The red raw, you can't do any more digging. If you would have maybe split that up over the space of a couple of days, you might have been able to get actually more work done. What happens is you've created the stimulus from digging and your body's adapted and you start to get calluses. So if you dig every day just a little bit at a time, you do get calluses, but it means that you can continually to dig more because your hands end up getting harder, you get your calluses, means you can do a little bit more. Same in the gym, we start off slow, we build you up. That's what I'm doing now with myself. I'm rebuilding myself up slowly so I don't get too sore, so I can get all my training sessions in and get into a good habit of how I like to train, which is about 5 to 6 days a week. If you come in and you train once a week, you get really sore, you don't train again till the week after, you're gonna end up probably really sore again. If you do less, say instead of doing 3 sets that one day, you do 1 set for 3 days on 3 days of the week, you're not going to get as sore. You're probably going to be able to get more reps in, use a little bit of a heavier weight and actually get more in, and actually get more work and volume in. So that's repeated bout effect. That's how it affects you. That's how it's that's why we start slow, and that's why I'm only doing 2 sets of everything today, because I already got sore off doing some body weight exercises. Alright guys, so that's me done, my training session done. I did 2 sets of chest, 2 sets of rows, 2 sets of pull downs, 2 sets of Arnold presses, couple of one bicep exercise, couple of sets, 1 tricep exercise, couple of sets. That's me done. Easy, nice, smooth, just building myself into it, and may even try a boot camp tomorrow.